Guys, it's Cassie from And Other Lovelies, and I am here today to show you a look at my 2018 December Daily foundation pages and how I am storing my supplies for this year's album. So I'll go ahead and start with the album flip through. So what I've got going on here is this is a 6x8 album from Felicity Jane. It's kind of like a faux leather album. It's a little bit squishy, like a puffy sticker. It doesn't have a spine marker, but really beautiful album. And the reason that I chose it is that it's black and white and it has this really pretty gold 6 ring here in the center. I decided for this year's album I'm going to use black, white, red, and gold and try to stick to a very traditional color scheme without using a lot of green. I did a non-traditional album last year with pink and turquoise and all sorts of different things and very little red or green at all. And so decided this year I would flip to make sure that this album looks completely different than last year's album. And so to start off my process, I just started going through leftover stash, pulling out old kits, some from Studio Calico, some from Gossamer Blue, some from my Wild Hair kits, some past Ali Edwards kits and December Daily kits, and just pulled out items that had, you know, strong neutrals, Christmas themes that were in black, white, and red. You can see I've got a variety of shades of red here, and really what I did is just started sticking things into the pockets. No guarantee that this is how it's going to stay through the month of December, but just started sticking things in. Included some different transparencies and some vellum. Things that I don't want to forget that I have, I decided to stick those in. And then in my iris case, which is what I'm using to store my supplies, I've got a variety of other things to choose from just in case I find myself not happy with these items. So, I mean, it's just the hodgepodge. This year I didn't buy any new products because I'm looking forward to my December Wild Hair kit and also just trying not to add to the stash because I had so much from last year. I found this tag set at Tuesday Morning. It's a set from 1 to 30, or I think it was just 1 to 25, kind of like an advent calendar set, and I thought, well, that would be cute for some of the days. So this set also had green and a light green and a dark green, and I just took those out and I'll save them for another year. So for example, like this is an old Gossamer Blue card, has nothing to do with Christmas, and I'm not going to use the orange side, but that black and white, I was like, well, that'll be cute for a day that I'm not doing something that's particularly adult. You know, maybe it's just being silly or something that's a Christmas tradition. So again, a lot of pages with just odds and ends that I thought coordinated well together. I like to put things in the album just to help me get excited about it. I have a really fun time playing with the paper and trying to pick out my favorite things. But I haven't done a lot of true, you know, creating filler pages or even documenting my reason why or anything like that yet. Since it's still the start of November, I figure I have the whole rest of the month, and I'm trying to continue to work on my Project Life album. I don't want October or November's photos to just get lost. That's what happened last year. I started prepping my December Daily album in October, and then that was it. So that's a quick look at the album. I don't even know how many page protectors I have in here. It was, what was it already in this album? And then I've just thrown in, you know, you saw those pocket pages and transparencies and things. So it's pretty full, but there's definitely room for it to grow. My last year's album ended up, you know, sitting like this. It was so full. So that is kind of a first glimpse. Then as far as storing, I'm storing my December supplies the same way I did last year. This is an iris case. You can buy these at Michael's. I think for, if you get them on clearance, maybe $3, or use a coupon. And then you can buy the inserts on Amazon. And what's nice about these inserts is these little pieces are movable, so you can move them around to fit the different embellishments that you choose. So my process was going through old kits, my stash, and just pulling out items that were in this red, black, and white color scheme and gold. I'm really not trying to pull in any silver. And so what that looks like, this is actually somewhere that I pulled last night, just going through and saying, you know, oh, I might use that tag, and or I might use the frame, or oh, that's a cute clip and it's black and white, let me grab it. You know, here's some sequins that were in those colors. you know, a couple little gold labels. Here's a December frame that I received in a wild hair kit. So how that worked is I just kind of went through my stash, started pulling things out, and then grouping them by color. So this whole section here is all blacks and whites. You know, there's a mix of fabric tags and just paper cutoffs. Here's this cute little reindeer from the Snow and Cocoa line. Mix of old, new, just things that haven't yet had a home. So this section's all for that. I've got a section with little flare badges. Some of these are from past Christmas collections, and then some, you know, this is just forks, knives, and spoons. I'm pretty sure I put that in my kit last year too, just because I'm gonna eat at some point in the month. So this section there is all for flare. I rarely use flare in my everyday album just because of the thickness, but December Daily, it's kind of, I just kind of let go of all of my rules and use the fun things. So I've got some acrylic stars, some little hearts from last year. This section is all gold. These stickers I've had for a long time, and I thought this would be a good excuse to use them up. So again, this one's almost all blacks and whites. This one's more white. You know, there's acrylics and stars and rubber shapes all down here. Then moving over here, I've got some sequins. Again, I plan on just using red, white, black, so I'll remove the colors that I don't need if I decide to make shaker pockets. Here in this middle section, I've got a lot of wood veneer pieces and then a mix of other gold embellishments. And then over here, as you guys can see, it's all shades of red. So old, new, everything in between. A really large Christmas washi that's from Paper Chase. Here is some 4x6 cards. Again, just blacks and whites. I did throw in some wood grain just in case I end up looking for some more variety. And like I even have cards in here. This card's super old, but it says handmade. And I thought, well, at some point in December I might make some cookies for somebody or create a Christmas present, and that would be a perfect card to use. Then in this section here, these are all 3x4 cards and tags. I also have some 3x3 cards, and for 3x3s, I love to just hole punch 3 holes directly and just let that be a flip card in the middle. But here again, shades of red. There's a variety of cards all in here. Some Christmas and some just generic everyday life. Trying to use up some more of my stash. So how do you guys store your December Daily products? Let me know in the comments below, or if you have a foundation page storage video, I would love to see it. So feel free to link to your own video in the comments below. What I have in the bottom half of the iris case, this is, I store my tiny word stickers and tiny alpha stickers on binder rings. You can get these on Amazon. And normally I have all of the colors. I went through and removed all of the non-Christmas colors from the pack just so that I only have a limited supply to choose from. Christmas stickers, more sequins that wouldn't quite fit in the top. And then everything below here, more alphas. Here, these are just stickers. I've got some number stickers, washi tape. These are just things that I've collected through the years. And I like to have options, but limit my options at the same time. Then the bottom half here, I pulled out not a ton of paper, but in case I need to cut down anything more. I've got this sorted by color, so the reds are at the front, you know, more whites and neutrals in the middle, and then darker wood grains at the back. So for example, like this page here, this is a fall line that's probably a few years old that I picked up at Joann, so it's just the inexpensive cut apart here, but a lot of cute phrases like, I know there's one on here that says cozy, Eat, Drink, and Be Cozy. This little deer head I thought would be cute if I end up doing some of those 2x2 pocket pages. I used this paper last year on the day that we went and cut down the tree, so I might do that again this year, or I might save it for a future year. These are some lines from Illustrated Faith. I love the messy look of those black and whites. Lots of geometrics. This is from the Snow and Cocoa line. Some of these are full sheets, some of these are just leftovers. Here's an older one from Studio Calico 7 paper. And then this transparency, I remember, came from A Beautiful Mess. So kind of a mix, hodgepodge of things that I'm hopefully will use. I'm really looking forward to starting this year of December again. It's my favorite project. December Daily is my favorite project, and it's one of the only projects that I can say I've completed 100%. I love to start projects. I don't really do a good job of finishing them. So I am looking forward to getting back into the holiday spirit and letting my December be fueled by this project. It's something that I look forward to. It's something that really helps me create magic in the season and look for something fun or interesting to document each day. So if you have any questions about how I put my album together, or any questions about supply storage, or would like to share with me kind of your strategy and approach to setting up your December daily, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on Instagram if you want to see more @andotherlovelies, and I'll be back soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye.